US chip stocks tumbled on Thursday, with the main semiconductor index down more than 3% after Nvidia and Advanced Micro Devices AMD said US officials told them to stop exporting cutting edge processors for artificial intelligence to China. The drop for Nvidia, which was 11% in a single day, may be bad news for investors, but the fundamentals of the business has not changed. The restrictions also covered potential exports to Russia, which is entirely consistent with the sanctions that governments across the globe have put on the country after it invaded Ukraine earlier this year. However, the cost to Nvidia is $100 million for the entire year, hardly a dent on its revenue stream. The implication of this China ban means that Nvidia would lose a revenue of $400 million per quarter and between 1.6 billion and 2 billion per year. This adds to Nvidia's already bad news about the drop in demand for game chips that resulted in reviewing its earnings downwards for the last quarter. I am bullish about Nvidia as new channels begin to open up in the EV market. Aside from this, machine learning, edge compute, and artificial intelligence is still in its infancy, and Nvidia will continue to develop sophisticated chipsets to address new technology concepts like medical imaging and diagnostics, enterprise high performance cloud computing, cloud-based AI, deep learning, and the Nvidia Omniverse. Aside from this, Nvidia has the highest margin among competitors at 65%. All that is happening to Nvidia are short-term, not long-term issues. And basing my decision to buy or sell stocks on short-term tailwinds is not the best way to invest. So what are you doing as an Nvidia investor? I'm hoping to increase my position in Nvidia as this company owns the future of EV development, AI, data center AI, edge computing, and machine learning. Let's take a look at what happened to the portfolio this week. This portfolio was down minus 10.85% for the month of August. And overall, in total, it's down minus 26.22%. The risk score for the last 4 months has remained stable at 7. I bought 2 additional Palantir stock during the week, and that brings the total invested up to 35,563. The loss has increased from last week to 6,298, and the total portfolio value is $29,265. The size of the portfolio has hardly changed from last week, except for the 2 additional Palantir stocks that were bought from the cash available at the time. As you can see here, Apple, Rivian, and Unity Software are the only stocks that are in the green. All the rest are in the red at the moment. Looking at the overall portfolio performance, you can see here that the total portfolio allocated had gone up slightly. That was due to the additional Palantir stocks that were bought. The loss position on this portfolio has increased from 4,500 to 6,300. The equity has gone down to 29,265. The loss has increased from 12.75 last week to 17.71, and the performance against the S&P 500 is minus 3.72. So in the last week, the portfolio has lost a further $1,765. That is reflected in the weekly portfolio performance. As you can see, this is the 3rd week in a row that this portfolio is losing money. The performance against the S&P 500 in the last week while the S&P 500 has been down 1.97. This portfolio has been down 5.69, and it's underperformed the S&P 500 by 3.72%. In the last month, the S&P 500 is down 4.82%. This portfolio has been down 13.61% and has underperformed by 8.79%. And year to date, the S&P 500 has underperformed by 17.55%, and this portfolio has been up by 6.28%, thereby outperforming the S&P 500 by 23.83%. Remember, this portfolio has been set up as an experimental project. It's not meant to be copied. The aim is to find out whether investing in a single sector, namely technology, with a limited number of assets in that portfolio would, in the long term, over a 5-10 year period, would result in a portfolio that has grown significantly, or whether it would result in a portfolio that loses investors' money. We are on this journey together, so why not like and subscribe to this video, as it helps this channel out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.